Welcome, Picture at a Glance family and first time viewers. Alrighty. This is Mo Money Terry doing the 1-1 rundown, 1-1-1 rundown on the 491 that came Missouri evening draw on January the 9th. Alrighty. My strategy worked for all states. All states. 1 minute, please. Give me 1 minute here. Okay. It's called Pick 3 at a Glance. All right, so we're going to do the 1-1 rundown on the 491. And what we have is a master sheet. I take 22 numbers, do the 1-1 rundown on 22 simple numbers. And that gives you all 1,000 numbers in a possible combination. And when you use the Pick 3 at a Glance sheet and the other strategies that I have, you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers in your state. You don't have to guess your numbers because you'll be tracking your numbers, being able to read your numbers and strategize on the numbers in your state with Pick 3 at a Glance strategy. So what we're doing here in Missouri evening draw, we had the 491 to come in January 9th, and I just tracked evening draws. I only specialize in evenings because it's easier to track evenings for me. I'm a night person, so I track nights. If you're a day person, you can track days, and if you want to do day and nights, you can do both of them. But you're going to have to do a little work. You're going to have to track your numbers back to eliminate the numbers off your master sheet here to see what numbers to start playing. But once you set your sheet up, you're good to go. So this is what we're going to be doing here today. We're going to do the 1-1 rundown, which that's the only rundown you'll ever have to use. You won't have to use the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the grids, the MIP, flips, and different other rundowns that they use, the root sums and the date sums. You won't have to use that. All you're going to do is be tracking the actual 1,000 numbers that fall in your state. So if you don't know how to do the 1-1 rundown, I'm going to show you. What you do, you add 1 to each one of the winning numbers that came in. You add 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you get 0. 1 to 0, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. And 1 to 3, you get 4. Same number at the top, at the bottom. You get at the top, you add it correctly. You do the same thing on both of these lines here. All right? So with the Pick 3 at a Glance strategy, you're looking for the base numbers. These top numbers here are called the base numbers. You're looking for the base number in your 1-1 rundown. The base number will always be in your winning number that comes in that day, okay, or that night. It will always be in that rundown. The base number for this 491 is 502, but it's 029 on the master sheet. Same number, but it's just one of the 6 ways that it can come. It's a single, so singles can come 6 different ways. All right, if you're familiar with Pick 3 and how to play. All right, this is column 9, and it's going to be in column 9. So, like I said, it works for all states. What we're going to do, we're going to go to column 9 on the master sheet here and see this 207. You know it's in your rundown here. You just mark it. You just mark it here. I'm sorry, this 502. I don't know where that 207 came from. This is live and in living color, so hey, I might say some things off, but hopefully I'll catch myself, and if I don't, leave it in the comments and ask the question, and I'll straighten it in the comments. All right, now we're going to go to column 9. Here's the 025, and you're going to looking for 491, okay? And when you come down here, it's going to be 914. Same number, you mark it off. Same number, because it's just one of the 6 ways that it can come, all right? Same number. So now you know that this number has been marked off of column 9. So every time a number comes in, you look for the base number when you do the 1-1 rundown with that base number, and you just mark it off the column. And as you marking these numbers off, you'll be able to start reading the numbers in your state. You'll be able to know what columns didn't fall and what numbers didn't fall off the columns. You'll be able to read the actual numbers in your state. Now, a lot of people, when mess them up a little bit, is when one of the base numbers come in, then they looking for the base number when they do the 1-1 rundown, but the base number is the number. You just mark off the base number on the column. And if you don't understand that, I can explain it to you. It's easy to explain. But sometimes somebody says, well, I couldn't find the winning number in the rundown, and the base number was the winning number. So, you got 1,000 numbers and that'll happen. It's fairly easy math. That's why I use the 1-1 rundown on it. It's like 1 plus 1 equals 2, as you can see. And all these numbers, this 012, this 013, this 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, 024, 025, 026, 027, and 037. These are all the singles, and with the 1-1 rundown on them, all 720 other numbers, or the 1,000 numbers, are all the singles right here. You got the 6-way combinations that each one of these columns can come. So you really got 60 numbers to a column. All right. So 12 times 60, hold on, let me show you here. All right. 12 times 60, right here, 12 times 60, because these columns is 60 numbers, because they can come 6 different ways, each number, gives you 720 of the 1,000 numbers that you're looking at on this one sheet. All right. Same way with the doubles. The doubles come 3 different ways. You got 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, 001, 011, 022, 033, and 044. Okay, that's 9 columns. They come 3 different ways. You got 10 of them. That's 30 numbers. That's 9 times 30. Give you 270 numbers. All right. Plus you got your triples that can only come one way, and it's 10 of them. So you got the 720 of the singles, the 270 of the doubles, the 990. Add them together gives you 990. Then you got the 10 triples, which gives you 1,000 numbers. You got 1 and 1,000 odds of winning. All 1,000 numbers on this one sheet of paper. Okay? This gives you 90% of what you need to look at to be a better player in Pick 3. Okay? No different root sums, date sums, grids, none of that. You don't need it because you're tracking all the 1,000 numbers at a glance. You'll always know what's going on with those 1,000 numbers in your state. Okay? All numbers run different in all states. And that's going to help you know why you won off and a number, or why you played a number and why it didn't come, because you're going to know what column it fell off of. You won't have to guess what's going on with the numbers. You'll be able to read the numbers in your state with this simple sheet right here. This is a basic, simple sheet. Once you do the 1-1 rundown on it and start learning how to just mark the numbers off and see what numbers did fall or didn't fall, you'll be in there like that there. Okay. All right. I showed some of my winning tickets. I've been doing that. I'm not going to be showing a lot of my winning tickets like that. I don't like to be braggadocious about winning. I just want, if you want to learn this system, you'll be all right, because you won't be chasing a whole lot of different numbers and not know why you're playing them. All right. I'm here to help anybody that want to learn Pick 3 at a glance. Okay. Now, what we have here, you got to realize you got 1 in 1,000 odds. All right. You're only going to get 365 numbers out of that 1,000 every year. That's only a third of those 1,000 numbers. So you got 365 minus 1,000. You got 635 numbers. You ain't got no idea what's going on with those 635 numbers if you ain't using something to track all 1,000 numbers and see what's going on with them and see why you should play a number and see why you should not play a number. And with Pick 3 at a glance, you'll always know what's going on with all 1,000 numbers in your state with only 22 numbers with the 111 rundown on them. On 22 little columns. The beauty of using the 1-1 rundown only is that every one of these columns got their numbers and their opposites in each column. Or they call them mirrors numbers, which is simple. Most people that play Pick 3 and been studying, they know what opposite numbers and mirror numbers are. But I'm going to explain it to you. Okay? What we have here, this is a number system. All right? And what it is the 1,000 numbers. You got 1,000 numbers. Let's say you divide them in half. And you got triple zeros on top to 499. And then on the bottom, you got 599 to 999 on the bottom. Those, by dividing them top and bottom, them numbers mirror each other. And how they mirror each other, a 5 mirrors a 0, 0 mirrors a 5, a 1 mirrors a 6, a 6 mirrors a 1, a 2 mirrors a 7, a 7 mirrors a 2, or same as. A 3 mirrors a 8, a 8 mirrors a 3, a 4 mirrors a 9, a 9 mirrors a 4. Okay, let's say for instance, the lottery, where you play 1, 2, 3, and the lottery plays 5, 6, 7, they just played the mirrored number that you was playing, or the opposite number that you was playing. And they do a lot of that. It's only 1,000. You only got 2 choices of the numbers being top and bottom. And you'll see that. If you play 7, 8, 9, and the lottery played 2, 3, 4, they just mirrored your 7, 8, 9. Again, you got triple zeros to 499 on top. You got 500 to 999 on the bottom. I said 599 at first, I think, but it's 500 to 999. Okay. Like I say, this live in living color, so I caught myself on that. Hopefully, somebody else caught it. It is 500 to 999, and this is 499, so this would be 500. And again, 0 mirrors a 5, 5 mirrors a 0, 1 mirrors a 6, 6 mirrors a 1, 2 mirrors a 7, 7 mirrors a 2, 3 mirrors a 8, 8 mirrors a 3, 4 mirrors a 9, 9 mirrors a 4. They're the opposite numbers of each other. The beauty of this and knowing this, with the Pick 3 at a glance sheet, you always know what mirrored number played and what is opposite didn't play. Okay? For instance, if you got 0, 1, 2 here, the mirror it is 5, 6, 7. You got 1, 2, 3 here, the mirror it is 6, 7, 8. You got 2, 3, 4 here, the mirror it is 7, 8, 9. You got 3, 4, 5 here, the mirror it is 8, 9, 0. You got 4, 5, 6 here, the mirror it is 9, 0, 1. Every one of these columns, all the numbers mirrors each other at a glance. You ain't got a whole bunch of Scrabble numbers to figure out what's going on with them, or none of that. I mean, this is as easy as it get. It's so easy, it's scary. It's so easy, it's going to be confusing to a lot of people. But once they get it, it's not that difficult. Because every number you do the 1-1 rundown on it, when you do that 1-1 rundown, I love it because the mirrors of each one of that column are going to be in that 1-1 rundown. Okay? Because you're going to be finding the column. It'll be in one of the columns. 1-1 rundown gives you the mirror of all the numbers. Of whatever number you run, the winning number to come in, if you do the 1-1 rundown on it, all the numbers will be mirrored of each other in the column that you do the 1-1 rundown on. And if you don't, you add it wrong. You have to re-add. Can't get no simpler than this, people, to win. if you do your own work. Can't get no simple. Now, if you're using the grids and the tic-tac-toes and things like that and they're working for you, use this too, because you'll be able to see what's going on actually with the near numbers and why you should be playing the number off the grid or whatever you're using. All these numbers mirror each other. This 013, the mirror of it is 568. The 124, the mirror of it, 678. It will always be the same with any number you do the 1-1 rundown on in your state that comes in. You can't miss. You can't miss it. You're going to be able to go to the column, mark it off, and as you're marking the columns off, you'll be able to see what the number's doing. If the 012 failed, you'll be able to see if the mirror of it, the 567 failed. If you got the 012 didn't fall and the 567 didn't fall, and you know this column ain't hit in 90 days, 120 days, you're going to play that column, and you're going to play the mirrors that didn't fall, working with the law average. This strategy gives you the ability to work with the law average to win. There's only one thing you got going for you. You got the 1 in 1, well, two things really. You got the 1 in 1,000 odds of winning, all right? And you got the law average of winning. And you know the law is set up for you to lose, not for you to win. So those law averages are way down because all you're going to get is 3 numbers out of this 10. If you played all these numbers exact for the whole year, all of them exact, on the average, you might get 3 to 4 of these numbers to hit exact for the whole year. Because you're only getting a third of the numbers. You got 635 you ain't going to touch. So the only thing you can work with is the law averages to win. That's all you got going. I don't care how they dice it or slice it. I don't care what kind of tic-tac-toe, no grid, no date sum, no root sum gonna change that law average. Nothing. And like an old guy used to tell me, if you ain't tracking these numbers, you ain't winning. Well, you win, but you'll do a whole lot better when you track the actual 1,000 numbers. But he was good. He said, if you ain't tracking the numbers, you ain't winning. And I guess he mean you ain't winning as good as you could if you was tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. In other words, people might be winning, but not if they can see that, again, here, 012, and they know for the whole year. And it could be, if you know 012 ain't failed, and its opposite, 567 ain't failed close to the end of the year, that would be my 2 numbers to pick to play. No guesswork. I ain't got to guess. Because they opposite each other, and with the law average, one of those 2 more likely going to come in. That's how I play. I look at the columns. I see what mirrors haven't failed together. They're my numbers I play. I hope y'all getting this. How simple this is and how smart it is, really. Not saying I'm that smart because I hated math in school. I don't even know how I came up with this. I'm telling y'all. I just was playing with the numbers because I read enough books to see how they was doing columns and doing this and tracking this, but they didn't put it together like I got it here. I think the reason why, well, I ain't gonna go there. I know why they didn't. But they didn't put, ain't no sheet. You won't find a sheet like this, and if they did, they took it from me. And I got copyright working on this. Copyright work on this. But you ain't gonna find no sheet. You can go back as far as you want. You won't find a sheet like this. And this here is 30 years old sheet. Okay? But you can't beat looking at a column and looking at his mirror at the same time. Nobody's got that. Nobody. They got different rundowns. They got 317. They come similar. You can do a 317 rundown, and them numbers will mirror each other, but they all scatter. They're not in numerical order. Like here. All these numbers in numerical order, from the smallest to the largest. Same with the doubles. You got 001. Mirror it is, 556. Can you beat that? If you've been playing and you seeing what I'm talking about, you're going to be a happy camper. In your state. You got to track them for your state. For yourself. Now, if you got other methods and other stuff you're following, If you're not tracking all 1,000 numbers, you're playing a loser's game in my book. So leave comments. Email me with momoneyterry@gmail.com, momoneyterry@gmail.com. I'll email you back with a phone number to call me, or you can email me with the best time to call you. If normally I set a time out between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. Central Standard Time for subscribers to call me. Okay, that's Monday through Friday. I kind of keep the weekends to myself as much as possible. But I do tutoring, counseling for those that's interested. Okay, and I know. Now let me talk to y'all. Let's get the real deal here. I know a lot of people that play the lottery or gambling. A lot of time ain't in the time. In the best position to have any money to spare, because they playing out of desperation. Most people, because they need to pay some bills. I want you to play because you want to, not because you have to, because you ain't paid your light bill, your gas bill, your house note, the insurance. I want you to play because you want to, not because you have to, because you ain't paid your light bill, your gas bill, telephone bill, and things like that. With Pick 3 at a Glance, you can sit back, relax. You can track the numbers. You can know what's going on with the numbers. You can start reading the numbers. And you don't have to play until you understand the sheet and know why you're playing your numbers. Because with this, you'll know why you're playing your numbers. Because with my Pick 3 at a Glance strategy sheet, I got it set up where you track the front pair, back pair, single digits. You'll know where everything on any of these three numbers fail. And you'll know when the last time they failed. If you mark it on a calendar or something. It's all set up. You ain't got to rush. This lottery ain't going nowhere. They make too much money because too many people are chasing too many numbers and have no idea why they chasing them numbers. Because they're playing birthdays, license plates, dog birthday, mom birthday, daddy birthday, favorite numbers. And I got two numbers in Missouri ain't failed since 2007 on the evenings. And I think I just looked at another one. I got three numbers I know ain't failed on evenings since 2000. I know 2008. So to now, and that's a Pick 3 number. I'm telling y'all, since I've been tracking since 2007, and I put up two of them, but I just think I found one. It's the 192, the 160, and the 574 in Missouri Evening Draw. All right, so if you're hearing me and you're listening from Missouri, them three numbers ain't being in. So if you want to play those, have at it for this year, because have at it. And if you ain't got to call me about what numbers to play. Normally I put a list up for the numbers to play for the month on Missouri Evening Draw. I don't track midday. If you want midday numbers, then you have to track them for yourself. But I stick with the evening because I know what's involved, and I don't want to chase lots of numbers. There used to be a time before I know what I know now. I was going across the water, down the hill, down up everywhere I could go to play these numbers. Not no more, because I know what it takes to win. It takes time, patience, and persistence. I'll carry a number for 90 days, but I ain't spending a lot of money, and when I hit, I reinvest in the numbers that I know are coming and how to reinvest. And you'll be able to strategize that, put a strategy together too. Pretty much like that. Let me see here. Make sure I got it. If you want to, you can screenshot this. Don't make a big deal out of it. Just screenshot it and make you a sheet and make copies. That's what I did. I made a sheet, made copies, and I made a copy for each month. I used to do one copy for a year, and then that wouldn't get me where, because I couldn't tell what numbers or hadn't failed. So I say I'll do one for every month. So I did one for January, February, March, April, May, June. That way I would know by tracking every month, I would definitely know how long a column didn't fall. Because I'll see a column ain't failed in 3 months. I start looking at that in 9 days. Then I look at what numbers ain't marked off of it, and those are the numbers I look at playing when I hit. And then if I see the 016 and its mirror, the 567 ain't failed, I definitely gonna play those two on any of the columns. If any of the columns and their mirrors ain't failed, I'm playing the columns and their mirrors ain't failed for sure toward the end of the year or toward the middle of the year. You'll always know what's going on with the numbers. You'll be able to read them. Actually read your numbers in your state every year to know what's going on with it. I think I covered that pretty well. If you got any questions, family, play them till they come. Or hit the comment or email me. Just email me. It makes it simple on me. And I'll email you back. Because sometimes I miss those comments. And if you put a comment in and I don't respond, do it again, but email me. It works better for me. Like I said, I had eye surgery. It's kind of hard for me to see and read. And I got a big problem with texting because I got big hands and I can't hardly see now. So that's almost out the deal. So you come out better probably calling me or emailing me. Because, doing the best I can with what I got. I'm a trooper. All right, y'all. Play them till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.